on, I've got a whole load of products to show you that I've been loving this month. I can't really believe that we've got to the end of the first month of 2013 already. I can just tell this year's going to fly by again. But yeah, I have been loving a whole load of new products since I got quite a few for Christmas and stuff, so I thought I'd just show you them. The first thing I've got is an eyeliner, and it's the Rimmel Scandalised eyeliner in nude, and it looks like this. I'm wearing it today just in the waterline, and it really brightens up the eye. I know like light colours like whites and nudes are meant to really brighten up and make your eyes look like a lot bigger and a lot more awake. But I never really found a nude eyeliner until this one in the drugstore, because I know like MAC do them, but I think they're pro only. And yeah, there's like a whole load of more expensive brands do them, but I didn't really want to fork out the money for them. And then Rimmel brought along the Scandalised ones, which are really nice. The formula is really creamy as well, so like even like the black ones and stuff I'd be willing to try as well, because this is so soft and nice. And yeah, the colour of it is really opaque, and it just really does make your eyes look bigger. Even my boyfriend commented saying my eyes look bigger, which is weird because he would never notice something like that, and I didn't even mention it to him, so yeah, it obviously works. And I've been using it a lot lately, especially through the day, to just give a really awake look, and it's really good for mornings when you're not so awake. So yeah, I'd highly recommend that. Another eye product is Soap & Glory's Thick and Fast Mascara, which is just in this tube. It's got a really massive wand, which I typically like these huge, big, bristly ones that are kind of the same size as my eye. That's generally what I go for. And I found that this is really nice. I wouldn't have tried it really otherwise. I wasn't really interested in Soap & Glory makeup, because I do love their other body products. But makeup wasn't really something I wanted to look into from them, but I got this for Christmas in the big set. And I thought I'd give it a go, and now I can use it every single day. It's just what I go for in a mascara, just the thick, voluminous lashes. Some people might think it's a bit spidery, but I kind of like that. And yeah, I just really like it. It's really good, thickening, volumised mascara. So yeah, I'd give that one a go if you want a volumised mascara. Next I've got two blushes, and they're both quite similar, but I thought I'd mention them both because I've been interchanging between the two of these this month. The first is a Rimmel Santa Rose powder blush. It's just this tiny little box. I think I had this in last month's favourites, and it's going to be in a haul video that's going to go up after this, because I forgot to put that up earlier, which is a bit silly because half the products in that haul are in this video, but never mind. Oh, the one thing I hate about this is that it's really hard to open sometimes, but yeah, it's just this lovely kind of neutral, kind of peachy, but just a kind of neutral cheek colour that's not really that much different from my skin tone. I just find that the formula is really nice, it's really soft, and it just goes on really well. It's not overly pigmented, it's just like the right amount of pigment, because I don't like blushes that are too pigmented where you've got to be really careful in case you put way too much on. But this is just the right amount, and I think the colour just complements almost any makeup look you would want to do, so it's just a really easy one to reach for. And I like that it's really small actually, because it'll be really good for travelling and stuff. Another one that's not so good for travelling is this one in this big box, and it's the Me Blush Me in the colour Rouge, which I thought meant was going to be red, and I got this for Christmas and I was like, oh my god, there's no way I can wear a bright red blush. But when I opened it, I found that it's not so bright red. It's got a nice little brush, which I've actually been using. As you can see, this brush is really soft. It's actually softer than the Benefit ones. I know these box blushes, these Me ones, are very similar to the Benefit ones. They're like real rip-off of them. But I actually like the brush in these ones better, and I do use it. I just find it's really nice. So yeah, I do use the brush. And then the colour is just this kind of peachy colour, which again is quite similar to the Rimmel one. I don't know if you can see very well, the lighting's gone a bit rubbish. The Rimmel one's got a slight sheen to it, but this one's got more of a sheen, and it's more peachy if you can see the difference. But yeah, this one is really nice, and I wasn't really expecting to love it. I didn't think it would be too amazing, but it is a really good go-to daily colour that I just always know I'm safe to use. So yeah, I really like that. The last makeup product I've got is eyeshadows, and I got these for Christmas, and it's the NARS Kalahari eyeshadow duo, which I think I've done quite well to keep the packaging so clean, because I know how notorious these are for getting dirty. And it's just these two colours here. One of them's slightly more gold and one of them's slightly more taupe, but they're both kind of browny goldy colours. Again, the lighting isn't showing them too well, but they're such good quality, it's actually amazing. Like, I think these are probably the best quality eyeshadows I've used. They're really soft and just really pigmented. Like, they go on and they're just like the perfect colour of what's in the pan, just on your eyes. and yeah, I just think they're really nice. They're both really nice just on the lid on their own. I find that I can just get a perfect eyeshadow look just off applying one of these all across the lid and blending it out through the crease, and it just looks pretty on its own like that. Or I kind of mix the two and put the goldy one over the lid and the taupe one kind of through the crease, and yeah, you can just kind of get quite a few nice looks from these, and I just think it always looks nice no matter what I'm wearing or anything. So yeah, I think they are really good go-to eyeshadows, especially if you want to branch out into NARS eyeshadows and try a duo. I think rather than going for like one of the ones with really dark colours, and I think this one is one that you actually get quite a lot of use out of. Another thing I've been loving is my new perfumes I got for Christmas, and I don't know if you've seen that video, but I got two in particular. One was Daisy Oh So Fresh by Marc Jacobs, and one was Gucci Guilty, and I've been loving this one for through the day because it's really light. I'm wearing it now. It kind of smells a bit like Parma Violets, but in a really light floral way. It's just really, really nice, and I've been using that almost every single day through the day. And Gucci Guilty has been kind of my go-to night out fragrance because I've had a lot of nights out for people's birthdays and stuff in January, and this has just been what I've been using. It lasts all night. I can still smell it at the end of the night, which I find is really good. The only one I find that also does that is Alien, which I've actually been abandoning in favour of this, but I think it's just because this is new, because Alien is like my all-time favourite. But this is what I've been using recently, and I just love the smell of it. I can't really describe it. You have to go and smell it yourself, but it's definitely a nighttime fragrance, and I've been really loving this and loving wearing it. Next is eyelashes in general, false ones. But the brand I've been wearing a lot is Girls Aloud ones, the Eyeliner ones. I've got the Sarah ones, which are the more dramatic ones, which I've been really loving recently. The Shell ones, which I've been used, actually you can say that I've been used, but yeah, these are more fluttery. And the Kimberly ones I used to love, but they kind of flick out more at the end. And I don't know if them ones are so flattering on me. I used to wear, these were the only ones I used to wear. But now I think the Sarah ones are probably my favourite. The more kind of thicker ones, but I think they kind of suit my eye shape more than the Kimberly ones, which flick out the end. They kind of make my eyes look kind of weird. And the Shell ones are just lovely as well. But yeah, I've generally been loving the Girls Aloud eyelashes, and I didn't used to wear eyelashes ever. Like, I used to be a bit scared of them because I'd always try and apply them and then they'd ruin my makeup. But recently I've been practicing a lot more with them and just going for it and trying my best with them. And I think it's paying off because now I'm pretty good at putting them on. So yeah, I've been pretty confident with putting them on recently, and these have definitely been my go-to brand. I have been branching out recently. I bought some of Superdrug's own brand ones because they are the cheapest for my discount that I get at work. And a few other brands, but yeah, I always go back to the good old Girls Aloud ones, and I really like them. Next I've got something from Salt & Glory that I've never really heard of before, and it's the Smoothie Star Deep Moisture Body Milk. As far as Salt & Glory moisturisers go, I'd always just use like the Righteous Butter, and I'd never really heard of this one. But this came in my gift set I got at Christmas, and I absolutely love it. It smells like breakfast, like kind of like the breakfast scrub does, but I like the smell of this better. Oh, it smells amazing. Like, I don't really like the smell of breakfast scrub, I think that's too sweet, but this is just the right amount of sweet, but it kind of complements it if you want to use them together. The scent is almond, oat and brown sugar, so yeah, it kind of smells like porridge, but it's really, really nice. I like that this comes with a pump because it means I don't have to dip my fingers into like the tub of the Righteous Butter, and it gets all underneath my fingernails and stuff, so I just like to pump this in my hand, and then I can kind of measure how much I've done, because I'm kind of OCD, like I wouldn't want to put loads more on one arm than the other and stuff, so I know if I do 2 pumps for each arm that I've done the right amount. So yeah, if you're a bit obsessive like me, then that is really nice. And I just like that it comes in this packaging, and it's not as thick as the Righteous Butter, but it's definitely thick enough, and it's really nice moisturising. And yeah, I really, really like this, and I'm really glad I got to try it. Last is a hair product, and I've absolutely fell in love with this, and it's by Milkshake, and it's Condition Whipped Cream, which is basically like a kind of moussey cream texture leave-in conditioner. As you can see, it's come out all foamy in the end, and it comes out this nozzle, kind of like whipped cream. Like, I just literally want to squirt this into my mouth because it smells amazing. It smells like dessert, like kind of like if you had like an ice cream kind of sundae with loads of whipped cream on and stuff. It just smells amazing. Like, I'm so tempted to eat it. Obviously it wouldn't taste as good, but oh my god, it's amazing. And all I do is squirt this out, and it's really strange because it's not like a typical mousse. Like, a mousse comes out like all like and expands like a mousse, and then it kind of bubbles and goes to nothing, whereas this is like much more creamy and like bouncy and just like really nice and soft. So it's not really like a mousse, I don't think. It is definitely a cream. I know it's meant to be like a styling cream, but it definitely helps with softening my hair the most. I don't really do much styling, but I notice a difference when I've used this on my ends. And yeah, I just think it's really nice and creamy. You don't feel it afterwards. Like, you can put quite a lot of this in all through your ends and end up white full of cream, and I like rub it in and then blow dry my hair. But you can't feel it afterwards. It doesn't feel like all silicone or anything. It just feels soft. So yeah, I really like that about it. That kind of disappears into the hair. And I think it's got heat protectant in it as well, which is really good. I've actually been using this more than my Moroccan oil, because that's kind of what I use it for. Like Moroccan oils and stuff, I would usually use through the ends of my hair when it was damp before blow dried. But I've been using this instead recently because the smell is just amazing. Oh my god, can't stop smelling it. But yeah, you must buy this and smell it. So that's all the products I've got mentioned this month. I hope I didn't bore you with a long rambly explanation of each one. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what I'm favouring next month and discover new products and rediscover old favourites. And now I really am rambling, so I'll see you in my next video. Bye!